Want to sell more RVs, you need to have a sales process that makes sense. Because without, getting your customer to the interview and qualify, or without getting your customer to the write up, or without getting your customer to, the close or to the finance office, or whatever the case might be, right? There's a process in between your customer showing up and actually being able to sell them an RV. And if you don't have that process squared away in a sense where, this is the same process that I do every single time, right, with every single customer, which allows you to build on that and get better at it, right? Because, if you're using the same sales process over and over again, you get better at it, right? If you're in basketball, if you shoot the same jumper over and over again, you get better at it. If you throw pitches over and over again, you get better at them. Now imagine you throw a baseball pitch or a jumper and you shoot it differently every single time. One time you're doing it this way, the next time you're doing it that way. And you do that for years on end. You're not going to get very good at throwing the baseball or shooting a shot or throwing a football or the RV sales process if that's the approach that you take. You have to have a solid approach that makes sense, that works, and then build off of that, right? There's a right way to shoot a basketball. There's a right way to throw a baseball. There's a right way to throw a football. There's a right way to sell an RV. But if you don't have the process down, it makes it a lot harder. So, what is the process, right? What are the steps that a customer has to go through before we can sell them an RV? And it's very easy. The general process, when we're looking at it from a 10,000-foot view, is get the customer in. Once we get the customer in, we need to interview and qualify the customer, or rather, we need to make our introduction first. Once we make our introduction, now we need to interview and qualify. Okay, once we're interviewing and qualifying and making sure we have an RV that makes sense for our customer, now what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at our inventory and make sure that we have an RV that fits. Once we have an RV that fits, we're going to go take a look at that RV, one or two RVs. We don't want to spend all day looking at a bunch of different units, some that aren't really going to work for our customer just to, walk a minute, right? That's why we got to get good at the interview and qualify so we know what RVs to be walking our customer through. So we do the interview and qualify. We learn what they're looking for. Now we look at our inventory to see if we have something. Once we find out that we have something in the inventory, we're going to take our customer out, take a look at one or two units, because again, we don't want to be walking them around everywhere. Once we demo those products, now we need to be demoing those products towards our customers' emotions. Okay. Explaining to our customer, listen, if they want to travel across the United States and their goal is to be able to bring their kids and to have a big comfortable RV to stay at while they're at these different campgrounds, you're going to say things like, and look at this RV. It's nice and big so your family can, have a lot of room inside of it when you're at these campgrounds. It's got a spot for your kayak. So when you guys get there and you want to go kayaking, you got what you need set up right here. We have the outdoor kitchen. It's got its own bunk room, so the kids will be able to have their own space while you're traveling across the US and creating those memories. And this RV is the perfect unit for you and your family to do the things that we talked about in the interview and qualify. So if you can see, I'm not demoing the product and saying, hey, look at this power front tongue jack. It's amazing. And hey, look at this comfortable sofa. It's amazing, right? You might say that, hey, this is a comfortable sofa, but you're going to say, hey, listen, the sofa is comfortable. And when you and your family are sitting in here while you're traveling the US and we're at the different campgrounds and maybe it's raining or something outside, we'll have a comfortable living area to come sit in, entertain each other, talk, and have some fun. So whether you're outside at the campground building memories or inside the RV, you're going to enjoy every single minute of it. Okay, because when I'm demoing the RV, it has to be geared towards my customer's emotions. It has to tie them into the who, what, when, where, why, and how that they're trying to, accomplish with the RV. So I demo the product. I bring the customer back into my office, and now I have to show them the numbers because a customer that doesn't see the numbers is never going to buy an RV. If you do the introduction, you do the interview and qualify, you learn what they're looking for, you look at their inventory, you're like, boom, we got the right RV. Now we take them out to that RV, we show them the RV, we demo the RV. We're an hour into our sales process, maybe longer, depending on how much time you're taking. Okay, maybe a little shorter, possibly, right? So we're in the sales process. We take them, we demo that product, and then they say, hey, well, thanks for showing this. We don't really need to look at the numbers today. We're not buying, so we appreciate your time, and we're gonna, give you a call back whenever we decide to buy, right? And maybe we hear that a lot from our customers. And this is the fact that I want to bring up. If we let our customer walk out without taking the numbers, then that whole hour or so that we just spent with them was really a waste of everybody's time. You're not selling an RV. They're not buying an RV. They can't start traveling. That like the value add to their life isn't there until they buy the RV. So they're not going to start traveling with their kids and living out their why in their RV. So your customer's not living out their why. You wasted an hour or so in a sales process and never got to the numbers. Your customer's walking out without buying. You have no chance of closing the deal. And that's what happens if you don't get to the numbers. Okay, so if we demo the product and we spend all this time on the front side, we need to get to the numbers. So now we get to the numbers, we show the numbers. Once we get to the numbers, now we got to get to the close. We have to overcome those objections, and then we have to close the deal. Okay. And that's, a 10,000-foot look on the sales process. And a lot of it starts in the introduction. A lot of it starts in the beginning of the sales process because that's where you set up what you're going to be doing with your customer. Okay. So, real quick, this is how your introduction should sound because what it does is it sets you up for everything that I just went over. So, a customer comes in. Hi, welcome to XYZ RV. What can I help you with? Oh, we're just looking. We're not buying an RV today. We just came to take a look at what you got. Okay, great. Let me ask you this. Have you ever bought an RV from our dealership before? They're going to say yes. They're going to say no. Doesn't matter because now I'm setting up the sales process that I'm about to take them through. So they say, no, we've never bought an RV from here. We're looking for our first one, but we're not buying for a couple years. Okay, great. Well, the way that we do business here at our dealership is, we like to sit you down. We like to learn exactly what you're looking for. So we'll ask you, who, what, when, where, why, and how you're going to be using that RV so that I have a good picture of the kind of RV that you're looking for. Once I get a good idea of what you're looking for, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a look at my inventory to see if we have an RV that even makes sense for you. Because if we don't, I don't want to waste your time. Okay, so I'll look at my inventory. If we have something that lines up for your needs, then what we'll do, we'll go out to the lot. We'll take a look at one or two RVs that'll meet your needs. Once we're done there, we'll come back into the office. I'll write the numbers up for you. That way you will know exactly what you'll have to pay for that RV, whether it be in a monthly cash payment or in a one-time cash payment. And then if it's the right RV, you'll buy it. If it's not the right RV, I won't even ask you to buy it. Does that sound fair enough? Now, most of the time, your customers are going to say that sounds fair. And when they say that sounds fair, you just got them to agree to let you take them through the sales process that gives you the best chance to close the deal. Okay, we have tons of videos on the introduction, so I'm not going to go into that right now. But if you need to, go look back on our go to our YouTube channel, Infinite Media Resources, look up our introduction videos and get your introduction locked in. That way you can set up the rest of the sale. It makes all the difference in the world, right? So if you don't have a sales process and you're an RV salesperson, you could definitely be closing more deals and you're leaving a lot of money on the table. Lucky for you, we offer the #1 sales training program in the world, and you can join that program for only $99. You can get access to it at sellmorelivemore.net. And once you sign up for the program, you're also going to get 1 year of one-on-one individual training with me, Chris Paulino, so you can get better at the RV deal. So if you want to sign up for that RV sales training program and actually have a real sales process, go to sellmorelivemore.net, sign up for that RV sales training program, and you'll be good to go. If you're a dealership, business, or brokerage that needs more customers for your sales team, that's what we do here at IMR. We guarantee to double the amount of customers you're getting in the first 90 days, or we work for free. So if your sales team could use more customers, give me a call directly because I guarantee you I can help. 330-703-3930. Again, 330-703-3930. Give me a call. If you like to read, make sure you grab the book, Sell More, Live More Sales Training. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it at Barnes & Noble. Make sure you go grab yourself a copy. That way you can get better at the deal. But while we're at our dealerships this week, let's make sure we're dialing in our sales process. Let's make sure we're using an actual sales process that outlines and takes our customer through the different steps that they need to go through to actually get them to buy. And if you watch this video, if you've been here, if you need to go back, take some notes, because this sales process that's outlined will help you close a lot more deals. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet or liked us on Facebook, hop over to YouTube, hop over to Facebook, type in Infinite Media Resources, give us that like, give us that subscription. That way you can be here for all the sales and marketing content that we'll be putting out throughout the year. We'll see you at the next one.